Procrastination, down to its most basic level, is just another form of fear. Procrastination is also the thief of your joy, because you think if you procrastinate on a task or an activity, it's going to remove the suffering for now. But in reality, what you're doing is you're just increasing the suffering of doing that activity in the future. And no one wants that, so might as well just get it over and done with. But in today's video, I'm gonna cover how you can stop procrastinating forever. Now, if you're expecting some secret life hack that's gonna make your life super easy, please click away, because I'm gonna give you something that you already know, but you just don't want to accept. Now, as a gift and a bonus to you watching this video till the end, I'll give you access to a PDF, which is basically an exercise that you can do from the comfort of your own home to make sure that you start making progress today. So with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope that you gain some value and never procrastinate ever again after watching this video. Now, if you've been in the self-help improvement world, you'll probably have heard of the 2-minute rule, which is this basic method of convincing yourself to do a task or an activity for only 2 minutes and then hoping that you continue to do it over a longer period of time. And I've tried this method before, and to tell you the least, it does work. Only for the first couple of times. After that, your brain starts to realize that you're just lying to yourself and that you're just hoping to do it only for a little bit, but actually trying to do it for a lot longer. So what your brain starts to do is actually procrastinate on the thing that's supposed to get you to stop procrastinating. So I find that quite a bit funny, and I've seen also examples of other people failing with this method. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you what I consider to be the secret life hack to stopping procrastination, which is to just do it. Because if you get it over and done with today, you won't have to worry about it again. Like previously stated at the start of the video, I mentioned that fear is just another form of procrastination. And the reason I say this is because I've heard a very good quote from a businesswoman that's very popular on the internet by the name of Layla Hermosi. And the quote goes by like this: "Fear is a mile long, but only an inch deep." So what this means for you is that most of the time we actually make out fear to be bigger than it really is. And it goes the same with a hard task or a hard activity. We sometimes think that a specific task is going to take us 100 hours. But in reality, when you sit down and you focus and you gain a bit of momentum and you get some quality work done with no distractions, you'll realize it won't take you 100 hours. It may only take you 20 hours. And that's the case with a lot of people's reason for procrastinating. They think it's going to take too long, or they think it's going to be too hard. But until they try, they will never know. The reason I'm making this video is to just remind you of something that you already know, which is if you feel like procrastinating, just do the task now. There's no need to procrastinate. A lot of people have this misconception that if they procrastinate, they're gonna alleviate the suffering or pain in the short term, and they'll just feel good for a while. They just don't want to think about it. They want to just throw it away and think about it later. But in reality, what they are truly doing is just increasing the suffering and the pain in the future. They're not getting rid of anything. Procrastination doesn't benefit you at all. It literally just makes your life even harder than it is. Which brings me on to my next point, which is that there's only 2 ways of doing a task or an activity, which is the hard way or the hardest way. And a lot of people choose the hardest way. A lot of people have this mentality of, I'm gonna procrastinate on a task today, not do it today, and I'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow, I'll make sure to do double the amount of work that I'm going to do today to make up for the time that I've procrastinated on. And people think that this makes them a more hard-working person for doing something longer than the original period of time. But in reality, this doesn't make you a harder working person. It just makes you a better procrastinator, because you're doing the work only when you feel like doing the work. And that doesn't build any callus within your brain, meaning you're not building willpower by doing this. You're just doing things whenever you feel like doing things. And that's horrible. And a lot of people live like that. So the message of this video is that if you do feel like procrastinating, just understand that you're not making your life easier, or you're decreasing the suffering by doing it later, or by doing it whenever you want to do it, or you feel like doing it. You're actually increasing your suffering and your pain in the future. You're making your life harder by procrastinating today and expecting to do the task that you're procrastinating on tomorrow. It just doesn't work that way. So whenever you feel like procrastinating and not doing the task that you set out to do on that day, just think back to this video and understand that you're making your life a lot harder, because there are only two ways of doing a task, which is the hard way or the hardest way. So don't be the dummy that takes the hardest way in life. Take the hard way only, and that's it. Now, I know this video is a bit random and you didn't expect for me to tell you something that you already know and you expected some life hack, and I didn't give you any life hack. But you have to understand, sometimes to change, you just have to remind yourself of the core principles, which are that you just must do the work on time. So I hope that you enjoyed that part of the video, but now moving on to the next part. Like I stated at the start of the video, I said that if you watch till the end, I'm gonna reward you with a bonus gift, which is an exercise that you can do from the comfort of your own home to make sure that you start making progress today. Now, if you want to get access to this exercise, go to the link in the description, which is going to be a PDF, and just follow the steps and do what the steps say, okay? That's all you have to do. That's my gift to you, and that's going to guarantee that you're going to start making progress today. So without further ado, I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope that you gained some value. And if you did, please just drop a like, comment something that you maybe would want to make me a video on, or just subscribe and be updated for the next videos, because it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So with that being said, I hope that you just have a nice day.